Once upon a time, there was a boy named Oliver who lived in a peaceful village surrounded by mountains and green fields. Santiago was a cheerful boy, but also a bit lazy. He didn't like studying, doing homework, or reading books. He preferred spending hours running through the fields or playing soccer with his friends. But there was one thing that kept him motivated: soccer. Since he could walk, Santiago had dreamed of being the best player in the world, and he trained tirelessly when it came to that. Although he didn't put much effort into school, on the soccer field he always wanted to give his best. Oliver lived with his family in a comfortable house where they lacked nothing. His parents were always there to support him in whatever he needed, both in his passion for soccer and in his daily life. Since he had often received everything he wanted, he never worried much if others had less than him. However, from a young age, his parents taught him the value of mercy toward others, which made Oliver very happy when he could help others. Oliver's father, Mr. Yuz, was a man who had had a great passion for soccer since he was a child. He played incredibly well, and everyone in the village said that, had he had the right opportunities, he could have been a professional soccer player. However, life wasn't easy for him. Due to financial difficulties, he was never able to fulfill his dream and had to set soccer aside to help his family. Since Oliver turned 11, Mr. Yuz began training him with the hope that his son could achieve what he never could. He taught him how to dribble, how to pass the ball with precision, how to have good game vision, but most importantly, that dreams are achieved through continuous effort. Every afternoon, after finishing his schoolwork, father and son would go out to the field, and it was there that Oliver truly felt the connection with his father. On the other hand, Oliver's mother, Mrs. Margaret, was very happy to see how much father and son enjoyed their shared passion for soccer. On the other hand, Oliver's mother, Mrs. Margaret, was very happy to see how much father and son enjoyed their shared passion for soccer. But one day, something would change in his life and teach him a lesson he would never forget. It was a summer afternoon, and Oliver was playing soccer with his friends when he noticed a boy watching the game from the corner of the field. The boy was slim, wearing old and dirty clothes. Oliver had never seen him before, and curiously, his eyes would light up every time the ball came near him, as if he were wishing he could play too. After a while, Oliver approached him and asked,
"Would you like to play with us?"
He said with a smile. The boy, a little embarrassed, lowered his gaze and replied,
"I would love to, but I don't have shoes. The ones I'm wearing right now were lent to me by a relative, and they're too big, so if I run in them, I might fall or damage them. Also, I don't have the money to pay for them if they get ruined."
Oliver felt a pang of sadness upon hearing this. But before he could say anything else, the boy added,
"My name is Samuel. I can't go to school because my parents can't afford the tuition or buy the supplies. I just spend the day helping at home."
Oliver paused for a moment, deep in thought. Although he had always been surrounded by comforts, he had never put himself in the shoes of other children who didn't have the same. His heart filled with compassion and sadness for Samuel. He remembered that God had always helped him whenever he needed something and had given him everything he needed to be happy. So, he thought of a way to help his new friend. That very afternoon, Oliver came home and went to his room. He looked at his new shoes, which he only wore on special occasions, and thought, "Samuel doesn't have shoes, and I have plenty." He also thought about his soccer gear, which was always the best of the best. Without hesitation, he ran to the closet and grabbed one of his best shirts and a pair of sports pants. He took them to his mom and said,
"Mom, I want to give these shoes and clothes to Samuel. He doesn't have anything, and I want him to feel as good as I do when I play soccer."
Oliver's mom smiled, understanding her son's generous gesture.
"You're a good boy, Oliver. I'm so proud of you."
The next day, Oliver went straight to Samuel's house. When the boy saw him, his face lit up with surprise and joy. Oliver handed him the shoes and clothes and said,
"Samuel, I want you to play with me. It doesn't matter if you have nothing. The most important thing is that you have the chance to be happy. We all deserve the best, And I want you to enjoy soccer and life too.
Samuel couldn't believe what he was hearing. With his eyes full of gratitude, he accepted the gift, and from that day on, he started joining the soccer games. But it didn't stop there. With Oliver's help, Samuel was able to start going to school, as Oliver's parents decided to assist Samuel's family with the costs of tuition and school supplies. The two boys, now closer than ever, became great friends. Every day after school, they would meet to study together and help each other with their homework. Oliver began to take his studies more seriously, realizing that if he worked hard to learn, he could also help his friend Samuel more. On his part, Samuel also became more dedicated because he knew that education was the key that would open many doors for him. As time passed, both boys learned valuable lessons. Oliver discovered that effort in studying was just as important as effort in soccer, and that he shouldn't take his blessings for granted. He learned to appreciate what he had and understood that if he could, he should share it with others. Samuel, for his part, learned that friendship and mutual support are essential in life. Thanks to Oliver, he not only got a pair of shoes and an education, but also something much more important: the hope and love of a caring family. And so, Oliver and Samuel became companions not just in soccer, but in life. Together, they discovered that when you share what you have, life becomes lighter and full of blessings. Oliver understood that true success is not only measured in goals or grades, but in what we are capable of doing for others. And Samuel, with effort and love, went on to achieve his dreams, with the help of a good friend and the belief that there is always a way to move forward. This story teaches us that true wealth is not found in what we have, but in what we are capable of giving. Effort, generosity, and teamwork are the keys to achieving our dreams and making the world a better place. Oliver learned that the value of dreams is measured by sacrifice and dedication, and that sharing what we have with others not only changes their lives, but also ours. Friendship, mutual support, and empathy help us grow as individuals. And when we support each other, we can all achieve success, no matter the difficulties. This story of Oliver and Samuel invites us to reflect on the true meaning of generosity, effort, empathy, and solidarity. In a world where we often measure success by individual achievements, wealth, or recognition, this story reminds us that true greatness lies in what we are able to give to others, in the help we offer without expecting anything in return, and in the support we provide to those around us. Oliver's generosity, which was not limited to giving what he had left over, but to offering the best of himself, is the spark that ignites a deep change in both of them. This act of kindness transformed Samuel's life, opening doors that had previously seemed closed, and it also changed Oliver, who began to value what he had and understand that true wealth lies in sharing and helping others. Moreover, the effort of both boys, supporting each other in their education and dreams, taught them that consistent work, dedication, and mutual support are the keys to overcoming obstacles, regardless of the situation one is in. Oliver learned that dreams are not only achieved with talent or luck, but with hard work, sacrifice, and above all, with generosity toward others. The lesson his father, Danyes, taught him about the effort needed to achieve one's desires was complemented by the lesson in humility and solidarity he learned by helping Samuel. Similarly, Samuel, upon receiving Oliver's support and friendship, not only achieved his own dreams, but also learned the value of personal effort and the importance of being grateful and generous with others. Another lesson that this story teaches us is that true success in life is not measured by what we achieve for ourselves, but by how we positively impact the lives of others. Oliver, by learning to share his blessings, and Samuel, by receiving help and giving his best, discover that the path to happiness and success is marked by generosity, teamwork, and the willingness to fight for the dreams of others as if they were their own. In summary, this story teaches us that when we are able to share what we have, without selfishness, And when we put effort not only into our own achievements, but also into the dreams of others, our lives are deeply enriched. It invites us to practice empathy, to value what we have, and to understand that while our dreams are important, true greatness lies in how we can help others achieve theirs. Because in generosity, effort, and solidarity, we find a path to a fairer, more humane future, and undoubtedly, one that is fuller of blessings. If you enjoyed the story and want to see more like this, subscribe, like, and leave your comments. It's very important to me to know what you think. And if you want me to create any particular content, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for your support.